All right, part 3. We're going to be using Bullworkers. I'm going to start in a seated position doing some abdominal and inner and outer thigh activation, and then we'll move to some standing movements. So we're going to start, put the feet out in front of you a little bit. Arms get straight or bent, it doesn't matter really. What you're going to focus on is your rectus abdominals. So the key is don't be moving your arms up and down. Keep them in whatever position you start with and use your rectus to contract. So here we go, we're going to go down for 12. Slowly come up, and then we're going to press for 12. So I'm using my abdominals. Don't do them quickly, take your time. All right, so working the abs, the abdominals, rectus abdominals. Now we're going to work some obliques, and we're also going to get a little bit of the quadratus lumborum activated. We're going to do the same idea, but we're going to think about bending to the side with just a slight rotation forward. Get your arms set and press down for 12. Then we're going to press for 12. Again, just take your time. Are you feeling your abdominals, your rectus abdominals? Not so much. More of your obliques, transversus. Same thing, other side. And then press for 12. All right, now we're going to go right into inner thighs. You're going to hold the tube on one hand, with one hand, hold the end with the other. Get your forearms, don't think about getting your Bullworker right up here. Get your forearms, lower forearms between your knees, and then we're going to press in and hold for 12. Now we're going to pump for 12. All right, now, for the next one, we're going to work outside. So get some tensor fascia lata, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. I'm going to put that Bullworker down for a moment. I'm going to take my rope, put that around my legs. And put it right down by my knees. I'm going to push out against it isometrically. And release. Then I'm going to stick the Bullworker on the outside of my knees and pull and open for 12. I like to use the rope and the Bullworker. Works well together. I'm getting isometric with both of them, but you get a little different engagement. And then we'll just go for 12 repetitions of pumping. Keep your breathing going. All right. Now, let's go ahead for getting some tricep energy going. You can either hold on here or you can hold on here. Either way works. What we're going to think about doing is just a basic tricep extension. Now, even though this is working my triceps a lot, I've also got my abdominals engaged with this. And then we're going to pump it for 12 more reps. So there's our 12 reps. Now you want to keep in mind when you're doing a Bullworker, and with many of the things that I show, you're going to be contracting far more muscles than you would absolutely have to do because you just get more blast for your moment, right? You get more of an intense play out by engaging more thoroughly. Also, you have to be more mindful to keep yourself properly engaged. So for this tricep extension, I didn't want to be bending forward while I was doing it because that would have worked more of the abdominals. Here, I get some abdominal engagement, but I'm pressing arms. Okay, now as I'm doing that though, I'm getting my lats, I'm getting a lot of the posterior chain and some pectorals too, because my arms are in a little bit, boom, squeezing, definitely getting some pectorals as well. So all of these moves work several different muscle groups, and that's what you want. The more inclusively you're working all the time or playing all the time, the better. All right. So the next one we're going to do, let's just go ahead and change Bullworkers. Just because we can. By the way, the reason I put down my poncho is because when you're out here, I don't want to scratch up, tear up the handles, right? I've done it before. It's not bad, but I keep my stuff for decades, so I just take better care of it. So for triceps, we push down. For biceps, we're going to push up. So I'm going to put one hand on top here, and you see how I'm just twisting it a little bit. Then I'm down just a little bit below a right angle. I don't want to think about pushing down with this arm so much. This just stabilizes here. I want to lift up with my lower arm. And release. Then we're going to pump for 12. Just a little modification I do on my Bullworkers. It's not so obvious on the dark gray, but on the chrome you can see clearly that I've wrapped black athletic tape there. So when I'm using it this way, I've got a better grip. I modify, customize, improvise all the time because my primal nature play is all about being creative and adaptable. All right, let's do the other side. Get your grip. Get yourself adjusted with the upper hand. And here we go for 12. We're going to hold for 12. And then we're going to pump for 12. All right. So, I'm already feeling from all the other stuff we've done and this, feeling good, feeling refreshed. I'm 73 and enjoying me, right? You want to be enjoying yourself every day. Make every day a celebration. Remember, life is to be celebrated, not suffered through. All right, let's go ahead and work a little bit of the back. I'll just go ahead and stay seated here, what the heck. So we're just going to hold it in the center of our bands here, and we're going to pull it apart for 12. So I'm going to think about pulling this way, squeezing my shoulder blades together in the back. Here we go. And release. Then pump for 12. Let's do a little one-handed work here. I'm going to put this into the hip joint. Just going to stabilize with my lower hand. Here I'm going to angle it a little bit so I'm pulling this way. If it starts to feel insecure at your hip, just go ahead and hold on to the tube. So we'll hold it down. And pump for 12. Take your time on the reps. Always leave a little tension on the spring. All right. Go over and do the same thing on opposite side. Hold for 12. So pull her down. And then we're going to pump for 12. And release. You know, one of the most important things you can do when you are out enjoying movement, whether you're in your garage, or you're outside, or you're in your front room, or you're on an airplane, the key is always give yourself that gift of movement, that gift of discovery, that gift of engagement, that gift of breath, all right? So, let's go ahead and hit some lower pecs. I'm going to go ahead and do this from seated as well. Here we go. We're going to push in. And then pump for 12. So, Bullworker, an amazing tool and can be used in so many different ways. Let's go ahead and shift Bullworkers again just for fun. I'm going to stick my feet in it. And I'm going to run my rope through it. And put my feet out a little bit. So I'm not straightening my legs all the way. Get my grip, and then I'm just going to do my row. And now I'm going to hold. And release. So don't get stuck with always holding first and then doing your repetitions. Sometimes do your repetitions and then hold. So there's all sorts of things we could do with this rope and a Bullworker. One of them, for example, we could just stand up and we could do curls. Put our elbows out. We can sink down a little bit on the rope. and hold. And release. So then what you saw was part 3, and this is about Bullworker. The Bullworker is an awesome tool, and you see you can also use it with rope. There's all sorts of things you can do with the Bullworker, and over the next few weeks I'll be posting more videos showing you some of those things. Make it fun. Remember, you're the guru.